Good morning, PASW clients, staff, friends joining us from wherever. Welcome to Wednesday's class. Yesterday we looked at the Threepenny Opera. Hope you liked that. And the day before, Louis Prima. I always like to kind of recap, just so we know where we're going. So Las Vegas in the 50s, Berlin in the 20s. Today we're gonna come back home. We've been gone for way too long. We need to come back to LA, right? I miss it, you miss it. So, even though we can't go outside and we have to social distance, I still want to see pictures of LA. So why don't we go to Sunset Boulevard and take a look at this building and tell me what you think. Okay, not as cool as Capitol Records building, right? Which we did a whole special on Capitol Records 2 weeks ago. Not as groovy at all. Definitely not. But I don't know. I think more iconic songs were recorded in this place. I have to say. And today we are going to be talking about the United Western Recorders studio. That's what it was called. It's still there now. It's broken up, and we can talk about so it's not completely demolished or a completely sad story like a Philly cheesesteak, like Gold Star Studios, was. So at least the building's still there. So this is like Gordon and Sunset. So it's 6,000 Sunset Boulevard. So that's what we're talking about. So we're going to be talking about this 2-building recording studio right in the heart of Hollywood. And although it's changed a lot, let's talk about the history. And there's way too many songs to go through. This would be like a 5-hour class to go through all the stuff that's been recorded there from the late 50s up until now. It would be like a showcase. That's a concert that we put on. It would be way too, it would just take a long time. So let's. I've picked out a handful of songs that I think are important for us to look at and to listen to and to just think how cool it is that about 10 miles away from school is where this music that we know of came from. Just this building. Obviously the artist makes the music, but it's very cool to know that it came out of just this cool building. So let's look at the United Western Recorders. So originally it was a grocery market built in 1933, and it was called Cash is King, and it was the largest market on the West Coast. You can still see some meat lockers there, and it survived the Depression, and then it went into a few different casinos after that, which were kind of shady because I don't think gambling was legal, but. So after the casino thing in the mid-50s, it became a broadcasting radio station. And in 1957, a guy named Don Blake acquired the building and renamed it Western Recorders. And he would go on to hire an engineer who is probably super responsible for this, Bill Putnam. And he was Frank Sinatra's personal engineer, and Sinatra brought him out from Chicago to run this recording studio. So Putnam in Chicago founded Universal Recording, and he was really a pioneer of modern technique engineering, and he became a kind of an expert in custom-made Universal audio mixing consoles back then. This is in the 50s, which were bought by major recording studios. So he comes out with Bing Crosby and Sinatra, and they see his brilliance, and they want him to record their music for him. And in 1961, he buys the building next door, so he has these 2 neighboring studios, which kind of run independently of each other, but are pretty close by. So before we get into the fun of listening to some of these great songs that were recorded there that made history forever, let's talk about again why is this so important. Remember the echo chambers and reverb underneath Capitol Records and Gold Star too. So what made this place good? Obviously, when you get Sinatra and Bing Crosby to say, hey, go here, it's good. Just their stamp of approval will, go a long way in this town. But obviously it had to be something. So Bill Putnam, this guy, he's considered the father of modern recording. And I guess because he's the first person to use artificial reverberation for commercial recording. And they did not only just pop songs, but theme songs for TV shows, and so it really was commercial in that way. It wasn't just kind of an indie run studio. So he also developed the first multi-band equalizers, and was responsible for the development of just classic equipment that we use today. And so really brilliant innovator in the studio. So that's why he's so important. So I'm just going to play you some songs that were from there, and I think you're going to know all of them. So let's just sit back and take a listen, see what you guys think.
All the leaves are brown.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread, and so I come to you, my love, my heart above my head. Though I see the danger there, if there's a chance for me, then I don't care.
I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised through the hamburger stand now. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. Fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird.
Of love, it saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
Can you believe that? I mean, unbelievable that those are some of my favorite songs of all time. So cool that it's recorded in Hollywood, right where we live, right where we work. And so, like I said, it's still running. It's called the East West Studios now. And so it's, yeah, I mean, but what a classic place. It'd be cool to take a tour and see. I know they have a website and it looks very cool, but I do like looking at the old pictures and kind of looking at the older songs that we just played, just because, I don't know, they're timeless in my heart. So I hope you enjoy this class. It's fun to do these little LA music things, because I've driven by that building probably 1,000 times in my life. As a delivery driver in my 20s, I was always in Hollywood, and I had no idea that right there on that corner, some of my favorite music in the world came out of. So very cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Miss you. See you tomorrow for Thursday's class. Okay, bye.